In this lecture, let us discuss about geo-visualization, one of the typical social media applications. We detected geo, longitude, and latitude characteristics in tweet structure. So once you have these values, you can use common visualization framework like D3 in order to create something like this. And this visualization of the tweet in the United States, it exemplifies the potential of such tools, right? We can clearly detect areas of increased intensity in the east, such as New York. So here you can find out areas of increased intensity in the east, such as New York. Coming to key aspects of geo-visualization in natural language processing, first one is location extraction. NLP algorithms, they use techniques like named entity recognition, which is also called NER, in order to recognize and extract location mentions from the text. So this is a text given from this text using NER. NLP algorithms, they can recognize and extract locations. These places can range from specific addresses to more general geographic references like cities or nations. And coming to the second one, that is geoencoding, after extracting the locations. So here extraction was done. After this, they must be converted into geographic coordinates, right? So these locations, they should be converted into geographic coordinates, that is latitude and longitude, before being visualized on maps. So geoencoding methods, they use spatial coordinates in order to encode textual place mentions in a geographical context. So what does geoencoding methods are using? They are using spatial coordinates. Spatial coordinates to encode these textual place mentions or these locations in a geographical context. And the third one is mapping. So if you observe the previous step, so their geocoding methods use spatial coordinates in order to encode textual place mentions. So encoding was done. So these textual mentions were encoded. In this geoencoding. Now, in mapping, geo-visualization technologies are used in order to plot these geocoded points on maps. So, here the output is, it encoded textual place mentions. And now, in this mapping, geo-visualization technologies are used to plot these geocoded points on maps. So this could include basic point markers, or they can even use advanced representations like in order to plot these geocoded points on maps. Even heat maps can also be used. Next, fourth one is spatial analysis. Geo-visualization in NLP frequently incorporates spatial analysis tools in order to investigate links between textual data and landscape. Okay, so geospatial analysis, this geo-visualization, it mainly uses these geospatial analysis tools. So geospatial analysis tools are used to investigate link between textual data or text and landscape. So it can be like grouping sites to find activity hotspots or analyzing proximity to better understand spatial relationships. Next, we have temporal analysis. So geo-visualization in NLP, it incorporate temporal features also. Analysts can discover trends, patterns, and dynamics in geographical language by visualizing how the spatial distribution of text data evolves over time. Then we have interactive visualization. So these geo-visualization tools, they enable users to interact with the textual material in spatial environment. Like users, they can zoom in and zoom out or filter data depending on criteria. And they can even click on map markers to view additional information or associated text excerpts. Okay. So here, this interactive visualization, it mainly enables the users to interact with the textual material in spatial environment. So let me erase this part. So here interactive visualization, it allows users to interact with textual material. Interact with textual material in spatial environment. So what are the activities that a user can perform here? So user can either zoom in or zoom out, and he can filter data depending on criteria, or he can even click on map markers. User can click on map markers in order to view additional information. Then we have insights generation. So geo-visualization facilitates insight generation by providing visual signals about spatial patterns and relationships in the text data. So how it is allowing or how it is facilitating insight generation? It provides visual signals about spatial patterns and relationships in text data. So analysts can look for geographic relationships, find regional variances in language use, and grasp the context of events represented in the text data. And the last one is decision support. Geo-visualization aids decision-making process in variety of fields, like it can be urban planning, or disaster response, epidemiology, and marketing analysis. Decision makers obtain spatial insights by visualizing textual data on maps, which inform strategic decisions. So these are various key aspects of geo visualization.